So the last video that I posted was on RICE, rest, ice, compression, elevation. I told you that ice is no longer medically recommended as it can inhibit the soft tissue injury recovery. So somebody posed the question to me, why do we not use ice, but ice baths exist? And that's a great question. There's two different concepts behind it. The RICE is for a soft tissue injury recovery, minus the ice now. The ice baths themselves, they work to reduce inflammation. So when I would go run for 5 or 10 miles, obviously there's going to be some soreness the next day. Well, I don't want to deal with half of my body and what I need to move around being sore. So I would go take a 3 to 5 minute ice bath after my runs. It does inhibit muscle growth if that's your goal. So don't go, hit a new PR at the gym and then go hop in an ice bath. But if you're somebody that you want to go run an ultra marathon, you want to run a marathon, even a half marathon, and then you've got to get up and go to work the next day, obviously you need to be in the best condition that you can fatigue wise. And when you get into an ice bath and you don't have to deal with all the inflammation for the days following, you're able to get back at it a lot sooner. That doesn't mean that your muscles are going to be fully recovered. It doesn't mean that they're not going to be fatigued. It means that physically you're going to feel a little bit better. It's on you to determine whether an ice bath is appropriate for your recovery and what you have going on or not.